Well, ladies and gentlemen, this right here shouldn't come as a shocker to you, but yes, once again, you're seeing the title, you're seeing the thumbnail, we're back with another installment of content to address Sssniperwolf because there have been some things that have taken place, some recent developments here. Some are rather interesting and very fitting, and others it's just like, you know what? I don't even want to touch this with a 50-foot fucking pole, but we kind of have to get the point across to YouTube especially that, hey, YouTube, this is the type of person you're promoting. This is the type of person that you are golden goosing. This is the type of person that you are harboring with your inaction, despite the amount of individuals that are coming forth to you, tagging you, and bringing shit like this to your attention. Let's get into this. So for those of you guys that are tuning in to this video and you guys are completely out of the loop when it comes to this Sssniperwolf situation, I recommend that you guys check out my recent video on this. It will be in the description box down below, but in really short terms, she got caught not only threatening, but stalking, as well as doxing a YouTuber known as Jacksfilms. That is the short and skinny of it, and that is, I still shudder when I have to remind myself of something like that happening. But it gets much worse. Okay, so first off, let me bring forth to you guys something that is genuinely disturbing. Now, I am not going to be playing any footage here because it is honestly that bad. But we have ourselves this Twitter user known as Brione with the following. 1 out of 2 RT. Sssniperwolf is being accused of commercial sexualization of minors after a video she posted back in 2014 has resurfaced where she asked young-looking individuals, allegedly minors, to twerk in exchange for favors, showing her breasts. At around 12:30 EST, she privated it. And if you actually saw the faces of those young boys, they don't look to be any older than maybe 14, 15, with one of them actually looking to be maybe a couple of years younger. And this is coming from Sniperwolf, who at that time was in her early 20s. Nothing further needs to be said about that. You guys can understand where this equation leads to. Oh, but wait, there's more. We have this. 2 out of 2 incredibly creepy and disturbing behavior, and what we have here are some images that needs to be showcased even further. You've been warned, ladies and gentlemen. So the first screenshot reads the following. From Layla, major trigger warning. Commercial sexual exploitation of minors, aka CP, in which you guys know what that means. Well, yeah, you know what it means. Guys, this is really important. Sssniperwolf needs to be reported to the authorities. A video was just discovered in which she encourages minors to dance in sexual ways in exchange of favors, showing her breasts. And she even shows a child having an election and encourages it. I think the word election is code for something else. The video is monetized. On top of needing to be reported to YouTube, this needs to be reported to the authorities, as this is a felony. Please, if it isn't too upsetting, go and report it here to the FBI, and what we have here is a link, and yeah, this is really disturbing. And the second screenshot here showcases something from Omegle where it involves Sssniperwolf and what appears to be yet another minor. I've got nothing more to say without wanting to erupt like a goddamn volcano. You have got to be shitting me. The third screenshot showcases the video in question saying this video is unavailable. And the video is indeed monetized. It was posted 9 years ago. And it honestly amazes me that YouTube saw fit to monetize this, and how she got away with this for 9 years plus is utterly disgusting and disturbing. And here is another screenshot showcasing video unavailable. This video is private. Okay, so I don't want to get political here, as I tend to really not give a shit about politics and want to stay away from that, but let me just break something down and put something really major into perspective here. Imagine if it was the other way around. Imagine if this was a dude doing this. Rightfully so, they would be gone within the day, because actions like these, predatory actions, are absolutely unforgivable of sin, and the individual in question should be punished to the absolute fullest extent of the law. But the fact that this took place in 2014, and this is something that has taken place 9+ years ago, and Sssniperwolf, being a female, got away with it. What the hell does that tell you? Now, I'm not trying to say all this to suddenly start a flame war about gender and stuff like that. Look, here's the thing, okay? It's disgusting all around. Anybody, regardless of who they are, what they identify as, etc., should be punished and called out to the fullest extent imaginable if they were busted doing shit like this with minors. But the fact that YouTube is harboring someone, is protecting someone, is golden goosing and shilling and promoting somebody like Sssniperwolf, despite all of the bad shit, despite all of her history, is honestly just, you know what? It honestly doesn't surprise me, given how YouTube have seriously fucked the cow in the past, despite the loads upon loads upon loads of evidence that has been brought to YouTube regarding certain situations, yet they completely miss the mark. It would not surprise me whatsoever if they missed the mark on this as well, even though the whole thing with doxing and threats is literally in their goddamn terms of service. Now, there is a little bit of a development that is on the opposite side of the spectrum, courtesy of Boblax, aka Josh. Update. G Fuel just removed the Sssniperwolf flavor from their website, and what we have here is an image showcasing exactly that. So G Fuel knew better. Good. Glad that they dropped the dumb broad. Now, of course, this right here could potentially lead to something else, a slippery slope, if you will. So let me go ahead and nip this in the bud right here and now. Cancel culture. Now, this right here, if someone was to lose a sponsor, that is a form of cancel culture because they lose something that they make a living off of. However, let me tell you the big time difference between this and what I had just explained. Cancel culture revolves around being wrongfully accused of things not proven, and thus they end up suffering big time penalties such as loss of sponsorships, etc. However, there is something else that is completely opposite to that, that being your actions have consequences. So G Fuel saw that and saw fit to sever ties with her, and rightfully so. Now, as of me shooting this video, it is basically the middle of the working week, okay? It's gonna be Wednesday, alright? And the fact that YouTube is still silent about this, not acknowledging the issue at hand, that is concerning. YouTube, you either need to answer up or you need to straight up do something, okay? At least update the community and let us know that you're looking into this. Don't just be silent about it, because your silence is goddamn deafening. Now, there is actually something else I would like to showcase here, and shout out to Clarice for absolutely baiting YouTube into answering this. So, we have ourselves on October 14th at Team YouTube, hey, what's your policy on if a YouTuber doxes another YouTuber? Team YouTube responds and they say this: we don't allow harmful behaviors like threat and doxing. This resource has more info about our harassment and cyberbullying policy. Also, if your face/personal info is shared, you can file a privacy complaint to request. So, yeah, YouTube literally just answered this entire situation for themselves. Sniperwolf doxed Jacksfilms. Threats and doxing is literally against the terms of service under harmful behaviors. So, YouTube, this is so goddamn cut and dry. It is easier than 2 + 2, okay? This is something that you have to try to mess up. You have to go out of your way to try to mess this up. And if this is something that you do indeed mess up, well, it proves to the community once again that you don't give a shit about them. You don't give a fuck about your terms of service. Your double standards once again show, and that once again it shows that your IQ level is way below room temperature. So, yeah, there's not really much else I can say here about this situation other than holy shit. This right here freaking burns me up. Like, I can't even begin to describe how utterly disgusted and furious I am over this situation. And you know what? Like, there's a lot of things that are coming to surface when it comes to Sssniperwolf and her dark past. This is something that honestly needs to be discussed more and something that needs not to be ignored. So YouTube, I know you're hit and miss. Please, for the love of God, do not miss this, okay? Everything is right in front of you. Make the right decision. Because if you don't, not only do you make yourselves look like the dumbest platform on the site, but it also casts across a very telling and negative message that you care about the money more than you do the safety of your creators. So yeah, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think there's anything more I can say here in this video at this time, but I will be sure to keep you guys in the loop should anything develop. With that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, you beautiful people. Be kind to yourself and to others. And like I said, don't ever be like Sssniperwolf. I'll see you guys next time.